Very good morning and namaskar to my wonderful children of grade 8. Dear children, as I've told you in my earlier video that this chapter is the introductory chapter of grade 8. So the first thing that we will be going to discuss today is how dates are important in history and how we correlate dates with the events in the history. So let's start the chapter number 1 of history, that is how, when and where.
Most of the students find history as a very boring subject because they feel that history is only and only learning dates. But however, under this chapter, we will develop a kind of conception or an idea that why we study history and why it is important to know about the key happenings which happened in the history of India. Now let's talk about some of the very interesting examples. Dear children, history is certainly about changes that occur over time. History is about finding out how things were in past and how things have changed. So tell me, watching someone sip a cup of tea at a roadside tea stall, you may wonder when did people began to drink tea or coffee? बताओ, कभी सोचा है कि लोगों ने चाय पीना शुरू कब किया होगा? या ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करते हुए ये सोचा है कि when were railways built and how did people travel long distance before the age of railway? All such historical questions refers us back to the notion of time. बट ऐसा नहीं हुआ होगा कि सब लोगों ने एक ही दिन डिसाइड किया होगा कि चलो आज से वी विल स्टार्ट ड्रिंकिंग टी इजंट सो नो they develop the taste of tea over the period of time. Similarly, we cannot fix a single date on which British rule was established or the national movement started. All these things happened over a stretch of time. Understood? So now the next question comes कि फिर हम हिस्ट्री को डेट्स के साथ एसोसिएट करते ही क्यों हैं? बिकॉज डियर चिल्ड्रन डेट्स तब इम्पॉर्टेंट बनती हैं जब उस डेट पर हुआ इवेंट इम्पॉर्टेंट हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 15th August 1947 when India got freedom. So dear children, dates are important or they become vital because we feel that particular set of events are important. जैसे 14th और 16th अगस्त हमारे लिए वो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं रखती जो 15th अगस्त रखती है बिकॉज उस दिन वो पर्टिकुलर इवेंट दैट मीन्स इंडिपेंडेंस हमें मिली थी. So dear children, dates are important because of the event which happened on the particular date. Now the next topic we will understand how do we periodize. Here I want to give you the example of James Mill, who was a Scottish economist and political philosopher. And he published a massive 3-volume book which named A History of British India, in which he divided Indian history into 3 periods, that is Hindu, Muslim and British. But now the question comes कि हमें हिस्ट्री को डिफरेंट पीरियड्स में डिवाइड करने की ज़रूरत ही क्यों पड़ती है? तो बेटा इसकी ज़रूरत हमें इसलिए पड़ती है ताकि हम उस पीरियड की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स और उसकी सेंट्रल फीचर्स के आधार पर उसे दूसरे टाइम पीरियड से अलग कर सकें और उसे कंपेयर कर सकें. For your better understanding, I'll give you an activity related to that. Interview any member of your family and find out about their life. Now divide their life into different periods and list out the significant event in each period. For example, their birth, when they started going to school, their job and marriage, etc. So you will get to know better then how do we periodize. Now the next topic that we will be going to discuss is what sources do historians use in writing about the British period, which is last up to 250 years in the Indian history? So now let's understand it in this way. The Britishers believed that the act of writing was very important. Every instruction, plan, policy, decision, agreement, investigation had to be clearly written up. And once it was done, things could be properly studied or debated, and Britishers also felt that all important documents and letters needs to be carefully preserved. And in the early year of 19th century, those documents were carefully copied out and beautifully written by calligraphist. Here I want to tell you the meaning of calligraphist, the person who specialized in the act of beautiful writing. Okay? ब्रिटिशर्स ने उस टाइम पर बहुत सारे सर्वेस करवाने भी शुरू कर दिए थे, एंड प्रैक्टिस ऑफ सर्वेइंग ऑल्सो बिकम कॉमन अंडर द colonial administration. The Britishers believed that the country had to properly known before it could be effectively administrated. So let's understand कौन से surveys Britishers ने करवाने शुरू किए थे. So different surveys like revenue, botanical, forest survey were being conducted at that point of time. You know that Britishers have also started census operation that were held every 10 years. Now let's discuss the very important topic that what official records do not tell. Dear children, till now we have understood that the Britishers believed in the act of writing और वो अपने सारे written records को preserve करते थे, और specialized institution like archives or museums were also established to preserve important records. But these records are official records only, and they tell us what officials thought, what they were interested in, and what they wished to preserve for all future generation. But now we will understand what these records do not tell. Beta, these records do not always make us understand that what other people in the country felt and what lay behind their actions. तो ये records हमें ये बताते थे कि क्या plans और policy उस time पर Britishers अपनाते थे, पर ये नहीं बताते थे कि what are the experience of the people living in India. And you know, इन रिकॉर्ड्स के साथ साथ कई और रिटन रिकॉर्ड्स भी अवेलेबल हैं, जैसे डायरीज ऑफ पीपल, अकाउंट्स ऑफ पिलग्रिम्स एंड ट्रैवलर्स, ऑटोबायोग्राफीज ऑफ इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सनालिटीज. और बाद में व्हेन द प्रिंटिंग स्प्रेड्स, newspapers were published and different issues were debated in public. Leaders and reformers also wrote about their ideas, but all these sources were produced by those who were literate. So from these records we will not be able to understand how history was experienced by the tribals or the workers in the mines or the poor on the street, etc. So basically, with these records, we could not understand the life and experience of the illiterate or poor people.
So, dear children, till now we have understood in this chapter that how dates are important in history. The next thing which we have learned, how do we periodize? Here I have given you the example of James Mill, who has divided Indian history into 3 parts. And why there is a need to periodize history, which we have learned in this chapter. The next thing which we have learned today, what are the official records which historians use and how written records were kept by the Britishers. The next important thing which we have discussed today, what official records do not tell to us, and in this we have learned that they do not tell us about the illiterate and poor people. So I hope you all have understood this chapter well. So complete your PDF file and listen this video one more time. So see you in the next video with revision tutorial. Till then, bye.